Final part of this story. I thought the betrayal was over, until my father returned. 3 months after I destroyed everything they built with my money, my life finally became quiet again. Too quiet. No more late-night calls begging for help, no fake apologies, no pretending. I started sleeping better, eating better, even smiling sometimes. My apartment felt peaceful for the first time in years. Then the package arrived. No return address. Just my name written across the front in messy handwriting. I almost threw it away. Inside was an old photograph, a silver key, and one handwritten sentence that made my stomach drop. Your father never abandoned you. I must have read that line 20 times. Because according to my mother, my father disappeared when I was 16 after choosing another woman over us. She cried while telling me that story. Said he walked out without looking back. Said we survived because of her sacrifices. That lie shaped my entire life. I became the man of the house because I believed somebody had to replace him. My hands shook as I flipped the photograph over. There was an address written behind it. I drove there the same night. The address led to a small cabin outside Blackwater Ridge, hidden deep in the woods where streetlights barely existed. I sat in my car staring at the place while rain tapped against the windshield. Then the front door opened. And there he was. My father. Older, thinner, gray streaks in his beard, but unmistakably him. For a second, neither of us moved. Then he said something that completely shattered me. You look exactly like your grandfather. Not son. Not I missed you. Nothing emotional. Just that. I should have been angry, but honestly, I was too confused to feel anything anymore. He invited me inside, and the moment I sat down, he pushed a thick folder across the table. Your mother told you I abandoned you, he said quietly. Did she also tell you she stole everything from me? I froze. He opened the folder. Bank records, court documents, property transfers. Every page exposed another lie. Years ago, my grandfather left land, investments, and money behind for me. Not for my mother. For me. But because I was underage at the time, she controlled everything temporarily. Temporary became permanent. She transferred assets into secret accounts, sold property quietly, and used the money over the years while telling me we were struggling. I felt sick. The nights I skipped meals to help with bills. The overtime shifts. The exhaustion. None of it was necessary. We were never broke? I asked weakly. My father looked away. She made sure you believed we were. I couldn't breathe properly. Then he told me the real reason he disappeared. My mother threatened him. If he fought for custody, she would accuse him of abuse and destroy his life completely. He had already started losing in court because she manipulated evidence and family members against him. Eventually, he gave up after securing the inheritance in my name, hoping I'd receive it when I became an adult. But I never did. Because my mother kept it. The silence between us became unbearable. All those years I hated him. All those years I killed myself trying to save a family built on lies. Then he looked directly at me and said the words that truly broke me. You were never supposed to carry them. I started crying before I could stop myself. Not loud crying. Just quiet, exhausted tears from a man who realized his entire identity had been built from manipulation. But the worst betrayal was still waiting for me. A week later, my lawyer uncovered something else. The loans Everin took under my name, my mother convinced him to do it. Because she believed the inheritance lawsuit might expose her eventually, and she wanted extra money secured before everything collapsed. I stared at the evidence, feeling completely numb. At that point, it no longer felt like betrayal. It felt like I had been raised inside a performance. That same evening, my mother appeared outside my apartment unexpectedly. The moment I opened the door, she knew. She saw it in my face. You talked to him, she whispered. I didn't answer. For the first time in my life, she looked afraid of me. Then came the excuses. She said she did what she had to do. Said life was hard. Said she sacrificed everything for us. But every sentence sounded uglier than the last because none of it explained the lies. None of it explained stealing my future. You turned me into a replacement husband, I said quietly. She froze. That sentence hit her harder than anything else. Because it was true. I spent years emotionally carrying responsibilities that never belonged to me. Paying bills, solving crises, protecting everyone while my own life slowly disappeared. And she let it happen. No, she needed it to happen. When she started crying, I felt nothing. That scared me more than the anger ever did. Before leaving, she asked softly, after everything, do you still love me? I looked at the woman who raised me, manipulated me, used me, and still somehow expected forgiveness. Then I answered honestly, "I don't know who you are anymore." She cried all the way down the hallway. I never stopped her. 2 months later, the court officially reopened the inheritance case. My mother may lose almost everything she built from the stolen assets. Everin took a plea deal. Dreven vanished completely after creditors came after him. And Seraphine tried contacting me again after hearing about the inheritance. I blocked her number without replying. Last week, I visited my father again. We sat quietly on the cabin porch watching snowfall cover the trees while neither of us knew how to fix 18 years of damage. But for the first time in a long time, I felt something unfamiliar. Not anger. Not revenge. Peace. And maybe that's the cruelest ending of all. The people who broke me lost everything trying to use me, while I finally learned how to live without needing anyone to choose me first. Never destroy yourself trying to earn love from people who only value what you can give them. Being needed is not the same thing as being loved. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories. Thank you.